Hi everybody. We're now going to go over how to complete the three different simulations that you'll be looking at in our chain of resources investigation. So I'm always going to be referring back to the procedure that is in your assignment document, just so that we're on the same page. So to get to the Ecology Lab Habitable Planet simulation, you're going to click on the link in your lab or in your investigation doc. And you are going to see a screen that looks like this. And we're going to start by resetting everything and turning everything off, just so that we can see everything that's going on. So you'll notice that we have a box that says Food Web on the left-hand side, and this is where you're going to select the organisms that you're going to use in your ecosystem in the simulation. We have the area to the right of the food web, which represents your ecosystem. And then we have this large box area on the bottom of the screen, and that is going to be where you will have a graph that shows how the different organism populations change in size over time. And this will be a little easier to see as we go through the simulation. So if we go back to the lab, we're going to make sure that we press all off to clear the ecosystem, and the ecosystem has a limited amount of water, sunlight, and space, just like in a real ecosystem. So I've clicked on all off, and everything is cleared up. If we go to simulation 1, it's plant A, plant B, and plant C. And the first thing that we're going to do is add plant A and plant B to our ecosystem by clicking on plant A, and then we click on plant B. And you'll notice that we have the dark green plant A, or plant B, the light green plant A, and then we have the graph with plant A is going to be that same light green color, and plant B in the graph will be the same darker green color. And your first step is to go to your data table and predict, what do you think will happen? Will one plant do better than the other, or will they both grow the same amount? So is this going to look the same at the end of when we run our simulation, except maybe the pattern might be different? Or is there going to be more of the plant A, or is there going to be more of the plant B? What do you think will happen? Write that down in your prediction now. Okay, so to run the simulation, we click Run, and we're going to hit pause after 50 days. So I'm going to run the simulation. And oops, well, 60, 50, 60, it's about the same. So if we look on the bottom of our graph, we'll see where 50 days are. And I want you to record what happened with the plant A population and what happened with the plant B population. You can also look in your ecosystem, and that will go under observation. So now take a couple minutes and record what actually happened. And it's always good if you can include what day it happened by. And you might want to hit pause at this point just so that you have time to write your answer. So now we're going to hit the reset button to clear the ecosystem, and we're going to add plant B and plant C. So I'm going to turn all off, and that clears out the ecosystem. I'm going to turn on plant B, which is that teal green color, and plant C, which is this like green color, brighter green color. So we've got this lighter blue green and this more green color. I don't know why they're so close in color, but they're different enough. And again, I want you to record, what do you think will happen now with plant B and plant C? Will plant B do better than plant C? Will we end up with more of plant C than plant B? Or will they both grow the same amount? And again, hit pause, write your answer, and then you can continue playing once you've written your answer down. Okay, so let's run the simulation for 50 days and see what happens. Huh, now that's interesting. So it's about day 50, and now write down, record, what happened to plant B and what happened to plant C. And we're going to put that in our data table. Once you've finished recording your observations, you can then answer the two analyzing and interpreting data questions. Okay, and again, I hope this was helpful, and it would be even better if you run the simulation on your own, just to see if you get the same results that I got or that you saw when I ran the simulation. Thank you guys. I hope this was helpful.